Good morning, everybody. Daniel Allison, the average dude, along with my co-host, Freddie Blanton. Good morning, gentleman Freddie.
Good morning, Dan Allison's. Great to see you on this magnificent Monday. I hope you and yours had a wonderful weekend.
Thank you, Fred. Did you notice how incredibly still and normal I'm acting this morning?
I would have, but your hair was bouncing like it was in the club. So I didn't know what was happening.
Trying to keep it nice and steady. I've got a problem, folks. The microphone wants to make a noise when I get animated. The problem, if I was a calm, cool, collected, stoic host, that wouldn't be a problem. But the problem is when I move around, it makes a noise. So sorry, we're going to get it fixed. I promise.
You know what you should try?
What's that?
You should try the first sip Let's Go this morning and see how the mic does.
Okay, this is gonna mess up the mic, but I'm gonna do it anyway. First sip, let's go. Yeah. Good morning, everybody on the bus, and we've got some fantastic people here, and I'm really excited. And Fred's got that big old Dutch cup coffee, drinking it left-handed. Why don't you drink your coffee with your right hand?
Well, it just depends on what side the cup's on. Today it's on the left side. Therefore, I must grab it with my left hand.
I was not used to seeing that big Dutch mug come in from the side of the screen like that. That's all I'm saying.
Dan, we have a question. Did you get a spinal fusion?
Spinal fusion. What is the spinal fusion? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, oh, good morning, Joe. We're going to get this party started. Good morning, Red Wing Rush. Good morning.
Mike. I agree with Mike and Mike.
Let's go. Oh, Paul Papp in the house. I want to know if we had a camera on Paul Pappy for the championship football game that's coming up in a week. What do you think? How do you think that would go down? IU and the U playing for the national championship. Take us inside the Pappy household. What that's going to be like?
It'll be full of tears and anger.
Oh, tears and anger. You heard that, Paul Papp. And I know he's got something on his mind, and he is going to come at you with a great comment, and I can't wait to hear it. That's going to be one heck of a game.
I mean, beforehand, we can always have Dr. Brad and Paul the Sandwich Pappy, give us their opinions.
Absolutely. Hey, now I'm seeing where he got all these great, did you have a spinal fusion? See, I see the comments. I'm trying to look at the top comments, and Freddie gets to see all the great ones popping in down there. Very frustrated with him. Good morning, DJ. Great to have DJ on the bus. He's recovering, not feeling really well, but he's going to feel great by the end of the week, Joe. Thank you, Joe, for being on the bus and thinking about these other bus riders. And this lady right here does the same thing. Vicky Watts. Good morning, Vicky. He says, I will be wearing an adult diaper and drinking a beer.
We'll need pictures or it didn't happen.
We need pictures or it didn't happen. That's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of energy in that game. Are you making a prediction right now that it's going to be IU for the win?
I am. Take it to the bank.
Man, I just think that it's going to be an absolute battle. They've got a week of recovery time. You think that a week of recovery time, preparation time for a big football game, that's pretty typical. It's been a long season. What do you think about the recovery time going in? How are they getting ready for this week? Take us inside that young man.
Oh, you'll have a lot of film to watch. You'll have a lot of walkthroughs, and you will have a lot of recovery type work.
recovery type work, and you've emptied the tank, right? We say we give it our all no matter what we're doing, and we try that, but sometimes we match the energy of the situation. Sometimes we empty the tank a little more than others when we've got people watching, we've got a new person that comes to a workout, all of a sudden everybody's trying a little harder. We'll multiply that by 100 when you're talking about a big football game, college football playoff. So do you think that they gave everything they've got, and now they've got to do that again in an even bigger stage? They've got to keep turning it up, don't they?
Yeah, but this is it.
This
Right?
is it. Yeah.
It's either win or nothing. Right?
Yeah.
Second place in a national championship game means nothing.
Man, and that's what makes it so great. And you get diehard Brad Hughes on one side, and you get the diehard Paul Paps on the other. You get competitive coaches, and then you get the guys actually out on the field making it all happen. I love it. I think that sales and energy and all of these things that we talk about, being competitive, right? I mean, there's a lot of options when it comes to buying construction equipment, and so this competitiveness, the sales, the energy, don't you love the combo?
I do. Would you consider yourself competitive?
When the game rules are set, yes, absolutely. I'm not one to get competitive over a game of Monopoly or something that I don't. So we were talking about being competitive, and I saw some names there. It's like, hey, it doesn't matter if it's a board game or if it's bowling or whatever it is. I'm not generally like that, but if we talked about it in F3, if we've got a workout and it feels like it's fair, like we're trying to, everybody's doing the push-ups, everybody's running the same distance, then you feel like, okay, it's worthy of emptying the tank for this. It's worthy to give my all, but I'm not one to kind of split hairs and deal with the psychological pain of giving your all, feeling that pain of losing, and knowing that there's really no way to tell if there is a winner. Does that make sense?
So you're fine knowing that you had an opportunity to empty the tank, but you decided not to. You decided not to push yourself to the max. You let someone else who is not pushing themselves affect you and your mindset. You're okay with that? Because that's what I heard.
No. I think this is what I'm saying. I'm unhealthily competitive. That's when we've got a problem, right? We keep it healthy. Choose your battles accordingly. Know your own personal energy, and know when you're ready to play ball that you're ready to run your best game. What would be worse? Be competing hard, emptying the tank in something that didn't matter, and then you have something that really does, and you really wanted to win. See, that's the sort of thing. So I think for me, manage your energy, pick your battles, find your battles, and find healthy ways of competing with yourself and others. What do you think? I've got a question for you.
For me, let's hear it, Dan.
Okay. What about, let's do it like this. We've got a big podcast coming up on Wednesday. It's going to be a good one. We've got multiple people, but I wanted to talk to you. We've talked about it before. What makes a good podcast?
Participants that someone may be interested in, the host doing prep work to bring out questions and answers that keeps everyone engaged, and then maybe a couple of people in that room that bring a different type of energy and a vibe and create a frequency of cohesion that everyone wants to be a part of.
What makes a great sales call?
Same thing.
So sales, podcasting. I've been thinking about it. The exact same thing. The 187 Broad Street coming down out here used to be Magnolia Financial, and I was in the copier business many years ago, office supplies, and I
Did you
remember
sell copy machines?
yes, I did. I
Did you
sold. I
ever win
sold.
Salesman of the Month?
Yeah, you could say that. uh, so we went over here to 187 Magnolia, and I can remember walking in, and I remember the gentleman that I ended up meeting, and that whole experience, and I thought, man, that would have made a great podcast.
Now, what year was this?
I can do this. 11 years ago. That would have been like 27. It would have been like 11, 12 years ago.
And you did that keeping your shoes on. Were podcasts a thing 12 years ago?
Absolutely. And that's what I was actually, this is funny that it played out like this. One of the things that I can't find now, but I remember I came across a video, and this is kind of taking me back. One of the first ING meetings that I ever led, and right before it was right when Chris Simmons had said, "Hey, do you want to lead the ING group?" I'd never been in a leadership role. We're getting ready to start this event. This is like 5 years ago. I pulled up the camera and recorded myself. Hey, we're getting ready to start the meeting, and I saw it. I said, "It's only 5 or 6 years ago." And I thought time goes fast. I just met you about in that same time period. Uh and so
Wow,
I'm
your life has taken off like a rocket ship since then.
Yeah, you get around great people, and good things start to happen. But now I'm going to include you in that group of great people. I'm not going to give you all the credit. Uh let's see what comments we have out here. I was a little bit of everywhere. Hey, preparation. Uh-oh, now I lost him. Are you there?
Yeah, you froze up on us, or at least
Okay.
on me.
Yeah. You froze up on us too. Paul Pappy says preparation, and that's kind of where my mind was this weekend, Paul. When I think about a podcast, and I'm going to do a podcast, and I'm thinking about the person that I'm going to meet with. I don't care if it's someone I don't care if it's Damon Lusk down here for coffee. I don't care if it's someone on a virtual call. I don't care if it's three people, whoever it is that I'm going to meet. The first thing that comes into my mind is, if this person was on my podcast, what would I want to talk to them about? And the reason why a great podcast, it's not the question that everybody asks that's kind of just as we've discussed before, Freddie, we've got to think of creative questions. We got to go one layer deeper. We've got to really put ourselves in their shoes. And when we do all that, it really makes a difference. Job interviews, dates, whatever we're doing.
It'd be a great question for a podcast. Do you know anyone that's ever worked in a pantyhose factory?
That is a great question. I want you to ask that on Wednesday. I want that to be. I want number one. I do not know anyone that has ever worked in a pantyhose factory. I just
Joe
want to
does.
answer.
Not
Who?
only does Joe know him, it's a family member.
Oh my goodness. He says, I had an uncle that was a diesel fitter in a pantyhose factory. He worked at the end of the line and said, yeah, these are. I did that this morning. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Uh, hey, let's look at what Gary says. We've got great stuff in the comments. Thank you, people. Proper preparation prevents poor performance, often called the 5 Ps. and this is interesting. It's not always about what we're going to say. This is what I really want to focus on. Like when we think about the vibe and energy, the human being that's on the other end of that, we have to remember both parties are going to have artificial intelligence. They can find out literally that they can learn anything that they want to learn and hear all about it. So we really need to think about who that person is, their energy, connecting with them, and it really makes a big difference. I know I keep hammering that today, but it's been on my mind.
You know, when I was in elementary school,
Vicky's falling off her chair laughing. I
yeah,
love it.
let me just follow up with a pantyhose comment. When I was in
Okay.
elementary school, my mom worked at a store that only sold pantyhose. It was on the corner of Highway 9 and Iron Ore Road. So I've had nightmares about pantyhose.
Are you serious?
I'd have to go up there and hang out for a couple hours after school. Just miserable.
Oh my gosh. I am having an idea right now that I don't know. I don't know if I have time to do it, but there's got to be something with an AI video and pantyhose.
Yeah, these will fit her.
Oh my goodness. Hey, let's see what Joe says, and then I'm going to turn it over to you for final thoughts. So get ready. AKA, preparation and authenticity is needed for the host like you to come prepared and have guests that show up and not just show up and make a difference. Absolutely. Wednesday at 10 o'clock. If this plays out, we don't have technical difficulties and everyone shows up, it's going to be really, really good. I'm looking forward to it. Freddie Blanton, final thought on this Monday.
Hey, you know what the final thought is a comment from V-Dub talking about you, the average dude, Danny Allison. She heard about what you did in the ING before she ever met you.
That's cool.
And the things that she heard, she was like, hey, I want to know that guy because he gets networking. And that's how she wound up here. So even when somebody you don't know, they're watching you, they're hearing about you. So always give your best effort.
Absolutely. Hey, and these people on the bus, they know us, they like us, they talk about us. We appreciate each other. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's roll.